back flushed in their lame face, save for the high five, placed in the same place. No starts, no hearts neither. Serve up severe, steer clear of the theater. Accidentally fall for every real one, casually lost when each one steals one. Zelda with the half a heart. Controller died before the level up and settled in. So when I try to boost and measure up, I never win. Characters stay blinking, trying to get a handle what these baddies might be thinking, but I don't care. Really, I couldn't spare a neuron, tossing brain cells at a peak at what's beyond me, but not sure. Probably nothing of the sort. Rather rock a box of nails and hammer off a steady street for like home.
Getting ready for baseball under the roof in Houston. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago White Sox and the Houston Astros. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Madison Bumgarner gets the start for Houston in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Joaquin Maldonado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Popped up. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
Ready now for the White Sox, Avisail Garcia, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bumgarner is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so it's a 1-out walk here in the top of the first.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
He's set. Here it comes. Up around the face.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it. 2 gone. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Matt Davidson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. And this is fouled at the plate. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting fifth.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's got 5 base hits in 25 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Popped him up. Abreu has room in foul territory, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's what we call a run producer. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
Next up for the Astros, Josh Reddick. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And that one just missed outside. Two-0 count. The pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's gone 4 for 9. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Correa, 23 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
At nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Three and two.
Count is 3-2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Now the payoff pitch home. Right side hit hard, and that is through into right field for a single.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, it would look like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
Here's George Springer. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Batting fifth.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
0-1 the count. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a base hit, and that's going to chase in the run from third. The Astros are off to a 1-0 lead.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, and this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time, so they're off to a flying start in this one.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4-hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the run will score from second and make this a 2-0 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point here. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. 1-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 11 for him on the season, as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Batting 8th, left fielder.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater.
Slater.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Here's the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More of the show Saturday. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Slater has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Time for a look at the Astros on base. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a
ball and no strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 3-0 now. Nicky Delmonico, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike one. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Popped him up. Gonzalez in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
2-2 the count. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. From the stretch, swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Moncada is off at first with 2 away. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1-0 the count. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Astros.
Stepping in now, Tim LeCastro. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. 0-1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Slider up that he gets a call on.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded by Abreu, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Riding in once again, Carlos Correa. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The 1-0 home gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4. Well, Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, George Springer. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Count remains at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 7-0.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. This is flared out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Here's the tag for Castillo. They got him at the plate.
Now batting, catcher, Evan Gattis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Gattis. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A 1 pitch on its way. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Still 1-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here he comes again. 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Springer on second. Bregman on at first with 2 down. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Full count. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another full count offering on its way. Now a ball line softly down the right field line, but foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. But that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
First pitch on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0. There's a fastball that misses.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Austin Slater would be next if they can keep this inning alive. That one's in there. 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Set. Here's the 3-1 to short. Anderson picks it up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Astros 7 and the White Sox nothing. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the 3rd inning on the show. Digging in to try it again. Joaquin Maldonado. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
Maldonado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit out towards second. Oh, look at Taylor. He gathers the throw. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Right fielder.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. The 2-1 is laid off up for ball number 3. The 3-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Bregman has it. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready for another chance? Jose Abreu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Two and 1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now Abreu connects deep to left. It's up and out of here into the archways. It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu, number 13 for him on the year, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Into the box now, Matt Davidson.
Matt Davidson.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Correa has got it, and the side is retired. The Sox get one right back here on the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the White Sox 1. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Fielder, Austin Slater.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
The batter's number 3, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Stepping up now, Chris Taylor. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
High in the air out to center field. Garcia moves over. He's got it one away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tim LeCastro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Little flare out to left. And that's in there. Base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Correa.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. James Shields is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
James Shields.
Carlos Correa will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. He's set and the pitch. Line toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. Now 2 runs have scored. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 4 runs here in this half inning. Two balls and 2 strikes now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Alex Bregman waits on deck. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bounce down the third baseline. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. First offering on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Evan Gattis now standing in. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the top of inning. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Tim Anderson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Moncada is retired. 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 30.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. That misses. 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Digging in and looking for more. Austin Slater. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Austin Slater.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And this will kick off the wall out near the 315 sign. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
In now, Chris Taylor, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Slater stands at second with no outs. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Hard ground ball to third, and that is through into left field. A base hit, and they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave the ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have to damage it.
Into the box, Tim LaCastro, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Liner toward right center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A ball and a strike. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Garcia has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
Up next for the Astros,
trying to pick things up where he left off. Carlos Correa. If you remember, he motored around the diamond for an inside-the-park home run last at-bat. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. So far this season, Correa carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 2-1 on its way. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
The 3-1. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Anderson calls for it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. George Springer. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Fouled away.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We played 4 full. Astros lead this one. Up next for Chicago, Leury Garcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Taylor backs up a bit and he takes charge for the 1st out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he'll reach 2nd now with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Stepping in now, Avisail Garcia. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Maldonado, a runner at second with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1. Jose Abreu waits on deck. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Garcia is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
First offering on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Correa takes it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox, and as you can see, they are way behind. Ready once again, Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. '50th pitch of the game on its way. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Evan Gattis is on deck. Here's a shot to left field and deep. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here. It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman, number 11 for him on the season, as this lead got even wider. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitters are on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. No outs, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Marwin Gonzalez will be next. Drilled on the ground is short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Misses. That's ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Gaddis aboard here at first with nobody out. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He'll try it again. 3-2. And another foul ball. Next pitch for Shields will be number 64 in the ballgame. Another full count pitch home. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So digging in now, Austin Slater. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0. Hit hard, but foul. Gaddis leads off first with 1 away. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. 3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. Chris Taylor is on deck. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Weak chopper up the line. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. Gaddis, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in once again, Chris Taylor. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
A ball and a strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the second run will score as well.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Into the box now, Tim LeCastro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a read on it. 2 down. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, runner in scoring position with 2
Right
gone.
fielder, Josh Reddick.
Shields pauses. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Here's the 1-0. Fastball that just misses inside.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Striding in once again, Matt Davidson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
A ball and 2 strikes to Matt Davidson. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. 0 for 2, he's flown out twice. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Davidson on at first, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Shoots this one over to first. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the White Sox. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Hit in the air out to right. Reddick is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, and they remain well behind. Ready for another chance? Carlos Correa will get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Carlos Correa.
First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here's the pitch. Correa, left field and carrying well. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's George Springer as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Three and 0 now. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Here's a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Count still full, 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia is there, two gone. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Alex Bregman. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
The last at bat, Nettie V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
2 out, nobody on. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. So 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Garcia giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Evan Gattis now standing in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Tapped down the line, but it's foul, strike one. Bounce towards the mound. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One left for Houston, but not to. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-1 is taken high above the zone. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Nicky Delmonico is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He went down on strikes last time up. A bouncer to the left side. And that's the 2nd out.
Center field number 28.
Ready for another shot now. Leury Garcia. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. And as you can see, they are way behind. Danny Farquhar enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep
Farquhar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Marwin Gonzalez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the 2nd ball. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Yuli Gurriel will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 10, Julius Gurriel.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. The tag gets one. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Chris Taylor. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 home is outside for a ball. Now the 2-0 home. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul. 2-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. In the dirt here. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Tim LeCastro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tony Kemp will come on now and pinch run here.
First for the Astros. Number 18, Tony Kemp.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away. Slater at second. Kemp is over at first with one away. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Count is 1-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Josh Reddick is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
The batter, number 1.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
No balls and 1 strike. Smoke on the ground up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 8th inning. Yuli Gurriel will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Tony Kemp will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here. Digging in and looking for more, Joaquin Maldonado. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
2-0 now. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Gurriel waits on it. 1 out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with this first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
1 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Popped straight up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 2-2. Soft liner toward first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Abreu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. High in the air down the right field line. Reddick has a read on it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox, and they remain well behind. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, George Springer, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
George Springer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here into the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
First baseman, number 10.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So, digging in once again, Matt Davidson. Starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Joe Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. Ready on 0-2. Missed with a slider.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Slow roller back to the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. And he'll be very happy with how the day went. First offering on its way. Hit hard towards second. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reddick is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready now for the White Sox, Yohan Moncada. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
The 1-0 home. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Casilla rounds the corner and is headed home. And he is out at the plate, trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another.